everyone, it's Haley, and today I'm doing the Intimidating TBR Tag. So I'm not entirely sure who created this tag because their video has since gone private. I've tried clicking a million links and it all leads to the privated video. I know the person's name is Lindsay and I'm thinking it might be Lindsay over at Lindsay Ray, but I'm not entirely sure, so I'm sorry, but whoever made it, thank you for making it. I haven't been tagged, but I'm just doing it anyways. A ton of people have done this tag and it's the first tag that I've found in a little bit that I actually really like. So I feel like tag videos on BookTube have been slacking lately, like there haven't been any. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into it. Question number one is, what book have you been unable to finish? And there are quite a few for this one, but I decided to go with The Walled City by Ryan Groden. This came out a couple of years ago, I think now. It came out like December 2014 and I found the concept to be really interesting, but I just haven't been able to pick it up. I don't know why. I think it might be because I haven't been in the mood for it, but I think I got like 50 pages in or something and then I just put it down and never picked it up again. But I think it just seems really cool. It's based on a real city in, I forget where, I think it's in China, but it's a real city that's like walled in by the buildings around it, and it's a city that has a lot of crime going on in it, and it follows a prostitute, I believe, a sex worker, and a bunch of other characters and their stories and how they combine and how they survive in this city. It seems like it has tons of potential. I haven't heard much in the way of reviews, but I have heard really good things about Ryan Groden's most recent book. I forget what it's called, but it's the one with the, it's the Hitler one, but I think it has so much potential. I just really need to pick it up and be in the mood for it, and I want to get to it. I really do. So the next questions are all, what book haven't you read because? And the first one is because you haven't had the time, and that is The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. This is another one that I could have used for the previous answer because I got like 200 pages into this one. I brought this one with me to England and I was reading it on the plane, but I didn't read a ton on the plane, surprisingly, and I just didn't read when I was there. So I just never really got into this book. I never was able to kind of engross myself in the world. I've heard such fabulous things about this series. Like, I've heard nothing but great things, but I just haven't, it's, once again, I think I just haven't been in the mood for it. And it's so big and it's really intimidating, so I just haven't wanted to pick it up because of that. So I think during the summer I'm going to try and pick it up because I do want to read it. I just need to sit myself down, not worry about how big it is, and just read it. Next is, which book haven't you read because it's a sequel? And for this one I went with Their Fractured Light by Megan Spooner and Amy Kaufman. That sounded weird saying it in that order, but whatever. I haven't picked up this book because I've read the first one, These Broken Stars, and I haven't read the second one yet, which is This Shattered World. This Shattered World. I haven't read that one yet and I don't own that one yet, but this one around Christmas was for like $10 for the hardcover, so I just decided to pick it up, but I haven't read it because I haven't read the second one yet. So I do really want to finish it because I loved These Broken Stars, surprisingly, because I don't really like sci-fi, but I really enjoyed that one, and I think that I'll enjoy the rest of the series as well, so I just really need to get the second one so I can read this one. Next is, which book haven't you read because it's brand new? And for this one I have 3. They're not even out yet. They're coming out on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, because I'm filming this on Monday, so they'll be out by the time this video is up, but I haven't gone to the bookstore yet, like, because they're not out yet. It's Monday, so I'm going tomorrow and I will have them tomorrow, but I don't have them when I'm filming this video. But it is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, and The Crown by Kira Cass. So I'm getting all 3 of these books tomorrow. Wow, I am just stuttering and stumbling and can't speak right now, but basically these aren't out yet. I'm getting them and then I will read them within the month, I think. Next is, which book haven't you read because you read a book by the same author and didn't enjoy it? And for this I'm going with Everybody Sees the Ants and Reality Boy by A.S. King. I read Please Ignore Vera Dietz by A.S. King and I just did not like it at all. It's one of the few books that I've given 1 star to, so I have just been really apprehensive about these 2, but I do think I'm at least going to give this one a chance because I have heard really great things about this one. I just think that I need to take the plunge and I mean, Colleen Hoover, the first book of hers that I read, I didn't enjoy, and I like most of her other books, so I'm not going to let that one book taint my opinion of A.S. King. I'm gonna give it another shot eventually. Next is which book haven't you read yet because you're just not in the mood for it? And for this one, I went with Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld. I just have not been in the mood for it. That's just really the only way I can describe why I haven't read this book yet. I really love Scott Westerfeld. I think he's really talented. I've enjoyed all of his other books that I've read for the most part. I've really liked them, but this one just seems like something I would super enjoy because it's like this historical fiction, World War I believe, and it's like steampunky. It sounds so cool. It has really great reviews. I just need to pick it up, but I haven't yet. I just need to do it. The struggle. Next is which book haven't you read yet because it's humongous. And for this one, once again, there's quite a few I could go with, but I went with The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. This book isn't like huge, but like I have this thing where compared to like say this book is short, okay? So I can get through this one faster, but this one, the pages are so big that I feel like I'm reading it at a glacial pace. I realized that when I was reading Throne of Glass, and it felt like I was like reading it so slowly, and I think it's really because of how big the pages are. So books like that, like I just have to really pump myself up to read them because it takes me so long and I get so frustrated that it's just like, but I've heard great things about this series. I think it has so much potential to be really awesome, and it's an adult fantasy, I believe, too, so that's another intimidation factor, but I just need to pick it up. Next is which book haven't you read yet because it was a cover buy and then it got really bad reviews. So for this one, I went with 1,000 Nights by E.K. Johnston. This cover is absolutely beautiful. I really love it, but I've tried to read this one and I've just had so much trouble with it. I find that it was really confusing and really just rushed, and I was only like 30 pages in and I was having a lot of trouble with it. And then I was looking at other people's reviews and a lot of people have said the same thing. I haven't seen too many good reviews for it, but I think I will give it another chance because I do think that it could be a really cool story. I just have a few issues with it like in the beginning, but that could be sorted out if I read a bit further, so who knows. And the last question is the most intimidating book on your TBR. For this one, I went with The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simons. This book is just so huge. It has like Bible paper and the font is tiny and it's an adult historical fiction. It is just so intimidating to me, but I feel like I will love it, so I really just need to not let it intimidate me and just pick it up because I think it's gonna be fabulous. The final question is who do you tag? And I'm not going to tag anyone because I feel like I'm really late on this bandwagon for this tag. Most people have done it, but if you haven't done it, then feel free to do it. I tag you to do it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your most intimidating books are on your TBR or how big your TBR pile is. I think mine's sitting at around 54 books right now, but I've been buying quite a few books in the past week, but who knows, it really fluctuates. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!